nothing left to say. I'm gonna bow at you until I get my way. I won't dance, you won't sing. I just wanna love you, but you wanna wear my ring. Well, there's nothing I can do. You look at me, you got nothing left to say. I'm gonna bow at you until I get my way. I won't dance, you won't sing. I just wanna love you, but you wanna wear my ring. Well, there's nothing.
To hate Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide.
Welcome to College Sports Villains, the podcast. We got a wonderful show for you tonight. We got top 5 consoles. That's not dirt. That's my cool tattoo. Top 5 consoles. We got top 5 open world games. Top 5 everything tonight. No, for real. We have a specific agenda tonight. The one good thing, we got NFL draft. We have a couple special guests coming. I know at least one. I have to get with Chris to see if the other one's coming. Chris gonna be a little late himself, stuck in traffic and whatnot. But with that being said, welcome. Yeah.
What's good, baby?
It's a fun time, man. I've been waiting for this. We got some top 5 lists. Chris stuck in traffic. You saw the same picture I did. It is what it is, broski. So we'll do top 5 open world games first after we get our introductions and all that, because he messaged me and said, I have no idea what that means, so I'm going to skip it.
Hey, it's all good, man. I mean, it is what it is, you know?
Oh, yeah. I told you mine was going to be heavy with one certain game, and buddy, it was. But how you doing, man? This is our last time you're going to be here for a couple weeks at least.
Yeah, it definitely is going to be a last time for a few weeks, but you know, I had to go all out. I brought in a sombrero that I got when I traveled back home to Chicago, and the wife and I were out with some friends, and one of them was like, hey, I bet you don't walk out of this place with the sombrero. I was like, I bet. So you know, I had to go big with it.
So you just deboed it.
Exactly.
That's right. Dominic, what's up, Dominic? I'm glad you're on there, Dominic. 2 weeks from today, next week is the Iowa show. We're going to do we're gonna have a top 5 list, but we're gonna do some ACC stuff. So it'd be cool if you could come on, Dominic. So with that being said, man, so I'm pulling up. I got my list done. I got my homework done, right?
Same here.
I gotta find where it went. All right. So I'm most excited about the consoles, but of course, let's before we get in our top 5 open world games, which we'll do real quick, let's check out one of the FAFOs today. It's an oldie but a goodie. God dang. I mean, did you see
Grandma, watch out.
I like how it was broken. Watch it one more time. You know how hard you have to be hit to break that stick?
Oh, for sure. She put some Manny Ramirez type power behind that shit.
Man, that shit was funny as hell, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I was dying. Shout out to the 60 people that are watching right now. We really appreciate that. NFL draft real quick. Really, Cam Ward number 1, Travis Hunter number 2, Abdul Carter number 3. That's really all you need to know. Those are the 3 best players in the draft, I believe. I believe they got the first 3 picks right. You couldn't pass over those 3, in my opinion.
I'll agree to that any day of the week. I mean, look, Travis Hunter is definitely a good player. And I really think that going to a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars really fits him. And I really think, you know, Cam Ward going to a team like the Tennessee Titans really fits him as well. As far as the Giants go, hey, build that defense, man. The one thing y'all were known for is being known as the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. I mean, come on. Lawrence Taylor was the motherfucking leader of that nickname, for crying out loud.
Yes, you did, Dominic. So just so you know, let me know when you'll be there 2 weeks from today. You can't pass on Abdul Carter. The Giants made the right call. Yeah. I think he's a generational talent. I agree with all the other experts. I watched him play, and he's pretty damn good.
That was a bad man.
Oh, yeah. He reminded me of Ndamukong Suh. Just not as violent, but a little faster. Does that make sense? Like he's as passionate, but he's not as violent. But he has a quicker step than Suh did. I think he's going to be.
I'll say this: he's a less violent version of Ndamukong Suh, but a better, like essentially on the same level of Khalil Mack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I think that would be a fair assessment. Khalil Mack was that dude, though.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he was. So let's go ahead, because we're gonna have some special guests in a while. Let's go ahead and do our top 5 open world games.
Let's do it.
All right. Who you got for number 5? Top 5 open world games, and y'all just you'll see what I play the most in a minute.
Hell yeah. So number 5, I really got back into this game. mostly because I got the third game of it, or third installment of it. And when I was in basic training and job training, this was literally the talk of the town when I was going through it. But number 5 for open world, I got to go Borderlands. I'm sorry.
No, I've never played it. I have never played it, but I have heard good things about it. I think I'm pretty sure Emily played it for a little while. It's just it was a little out there for me.
Yeah, it's essentially what you get when you mix Fallout with the graphics of Sly Cooper.
Gotcha. Maybe I'll pick it up one day. For me, number 5 was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So this map was huge. Not the best story that Assassin's Creed's ever put out. More around the middle of the pack for the story, but the gameplay, bro, just phenomenal. Just like Shadows, and Shadows is not on this list, but by the time I'm done playing it, it very well could make it because Shadows is fucking awesome right now. But for me right now, number 5, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
No crazy talk here. I mean, hey, like I said, Assassin's Creed, the creators of that game series were really like, hey, what if we put history and mixed it in with video games? And the rest, as they say, is history.
Agreed. And it worked.
it really did. I played Assassin's Creed 2. I was like, oh my God.
You're looking at possibly the biggest Assassin's Creed fan out there. I played them all. I beat them all. I've played several of them several times. And I've played one of them, which I'm not going to tell you which one because it's on this list at least 30 times. That's not even for dramatic effect. That's legit. Number 4.
So I believe it was one of the guys from the Pittsburgh series that we brought on. I believe Justin.
Yes.
So when we were doing top 5 video games, he mentioned this video game, and the more I thought about it, the more that it made sense. Number 4, I got to go with LA Noire.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just so you know, JT will be on this show in a little while.
That's it.
Yep. So I'm really cool with that. LA Noire, I have played a little bit of it. I don't think I ever beat it. I think I was real busy. Probably had like 20 kids running around and shit back then. But I have picked it up. That is a real thing. So number 4 for me, bro, Assassin's Creed Unity. Man, set in the French Revolution. God, man, like you have no idea. Arno is the main character. Phenomenal character. Like one of the top 3 Assassin's Creed characters for me. Like that game was multiplayer where you could play on the same team. You weren't like trying to kill each other, and you could do missions, and like you could play with people around the world and do missions and shit. And like literally my wife and I, while we were recording, we would get on and we would do these missions together, and it was really fucking cool, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love it. And the fact that let's see, Genty went to the Raiders. Cody's
he did. I just saw it right now. Raiders, y'all got yourselves a fucking running back. My God.
Well, Christian said I need Denver to get Genty. It happened, broski.
Well, right now I'm like, well, shit. He said that, like, he was being interviewed. Oh, what are you gonna do if the Bears pick you up? Hey, I won't be mad at it. I hate Green Bay, so there's that. And wow, he's on his way to Vegas, baby.
All right. Well, number 3.
I mean, man, there's not enough credit. In my opinion, there's not enough credit that goes to this game. When I was a kid, I was scorned by my mother if I even brought this game up because she saw it as like, oh, you're going around just randomly killing people. Why the fuck would you do that? But the older I got, the more that I understood, and the more that it was like, oh, hey, there's missions involved. Number 3, I got to go Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, I knew you were gonna say that. Dean, he only had Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Bro, I've had them all, and all 3 of those are fantastic consoles.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me was Red Dead Redemption 2. The first one on this list is not Assassin's Creed. I'm not a Western guy, and I'm not a shooter guy. James, you know this. I don't like shooting games, cowboy stories. They're okay. But when I played this game, man, the gameplay perfect, the characters perfect, the storyline perfect. This is the most perfect game maybe ever made. It's not my favorite, but it's damn sure close. I sent you a copy of it. You've got to put it in at some point.
For sure. I still got to play the first one right now. Right now, I'm hooked on Borderlands 1 and finishing that because I got the third one on Xbox One and everything like that. But hey, you get no crazy talk out of me for including Red Dead Redemption because my God, literally everything you said about that game. Nail in the coffin, nail on the head.
You'll love it. It's so good, and I'm not a cowboy guy. So number 2.
Number 2, this game really goes back to the Super Nintendo days, and I will die on this hill that this game in particular for the N64 is the greatest game of all time, especially when it comes to the open world concept of it. Number 2, give me The Legend of Zelda.
Ooh. Everybody loves The Legend of Zelda. That's a really, really good one right there. You'll get no crazy talk out of me because I know somebody who had inventory today who's in there taking a nap that would choke me out for saying anything different. So no crazy talk Zelda for me at all. Let's see. Is that Chris? No, Jonathan. All right. I'm trying to pull my list back up. It keeps jumping. All right. Number 2 for me in open world games. You see this tattoo right here? I know it's upside down. I can't turn my arm around. Ultima 5. It's a game I played when I was 6, and it's this open world game where you're this avatar from modern day, and you walk outside at night, and there's this glowing thing, and it's called a moon gate. So you step inside, you're transformed back 1,500 years ago, and you're a knight in England, and the King, Lord British, has went missing. Lord Blackthorn has assumed power. You have these things right here, which are Shadow Lords, which are looking for you because they know you're there, and they're trying to eliminate your ass. So really cool stuff. Number 2, give me Ultima 5.
Fair enough.
Number 1.
You had this game you had versions of this game on the list multiple times, but look, the amount of versions that the creators have put out does not do any justice behind it because it is so perfect when it comes to the open world concept. It is no words can do it justice.
Right.
Number 1, I got to go with Assassin's Creed, and it's not even close. And it's not just one game in particular; it is just all the games that they have put out, excluding the first one, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I broke my Assassin's Creed down, obviously. So that was number 1 for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Number 1 for me is this game right here.
Oh, Black Flag.
Or we could show you my tattoo of it.
Yes, sir.
Black Flag is the greatest game of all time. I have beat it 30 times during my life. 30. That's not even dramatic. That's reality. That may be on the low end. I love this game. The pirate shanties are legendary. The battle system's legendary. The story is just beautiful. I do love pirates. And so I really enjoyed this game. The ship battles you get to do, it's just perfect. This is the perfect game. Red Dead Redemption 2 was also a perfect game. Ultima 5 was not. It was the perfect game for the time being. It was the best technology available. As always, let's never forget why we're here. Matthew 24:13, right? So that was really cool, man. Like, I love those open world. You just lumped Assassin's Creed into one. What we should do, and as soon as top 5 video game series, I like that idea too, because that'd be hard. There are so many fucking good video game series out there.
There really is. I mean, there's not enough words to do the amount of series that we have seen throughout our lifetime.
Oh yeah, Madden's a series, NCAA's a series. I mean, like Assassin's Creed's a series, Grand Theft Auto's a series. I mean, Final Fantasy's a series, Suikoden's a series. I mean, like, man, to nail that down to top 5 would be really hard for me.
Oh, for sure. For sure, I completely agree.
Just trying to see what's going on. Let's see. All right. So now Chris wants Scataboo. I think Chris is a closet Denver fan because he's been talking about Denver for a while now. If you've noticed that, Broncos this, Broncos that.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, he got the best quarterback since Steve McNair, so I don't know if he's a real Titans fan or a delusional Titans fan.
I mean, Cam Ward ain't going to save Tennessee. He was
very true.
He was the best quarterback in the draft. I'm not going to deny that, but he ain't saving Tennessee. Calvin Ridley just he ain't it. But the problem was like Will Levis, who is a semi-mobile quarterback, was getting sacked like 8 times. Yeah. I mean, is that really going to solve the problem by putting a different quarterback to get sacked back there? I'm just saying.
Hell no. Like, literally, Will Levis's only go-to option was NWI, and they traded him to the fucking Dolphins. And we all know that Tua Tagovailoa, Areola, Tagovailoa, whatever the fuck you want to call him, he's gonna get another concussion this season. And Zach Wilson is about to get a redemption story and show why the Jets will always set you up for fucking failure.
Yeah, the Jets are pretty terrible. I don't know, man. Like, the Jets, don't matter who they have there, they just don't have success. But I mean, that's really not crazy talk. The Jets have always been that way. Ever since I've been little, the Jets have been a joke.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to win any Super Bowls. But let's take our first commercial break. You are watching Villains the Podcast only on the Villain Media Network.
To hate Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome back to College Sports Villains. Alrighty. I have no idea when Chris is gonna be here. He hasn't said, so I say we go ahead and do our top 5 heavyweight champions.
Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Hell yeah.
All right. Number 5.
Are we talking world heavyweight champion or just like champion in general?
Well, what I did was WWE Championship and then a World Heavyweight Championship, i.e. WCW, and the big gold belt and the WWE Championship is how I did it.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so number 5, man, oh man. When this man was at his peak, I'm talking like he was popping pills like no other, but man, oh man, they called him the wrestling machine for a reason, and he backed it up. Number 5, I'm starting the list off with Kurt Angle as the world heavyweight champion.
Very nice. I've been watching the big gold belt a little longer than you, so my list is a little different than yours. But certainly no crazy talk there. His run as the world heavyweight champion was really, really good. He took out every big name in the WWE and kept that title.
Oh yeah,
Kurt Angle, Perk Angle, or whatever you want to call him. He was special. Number 5, I have Sting.
Okay.
Much as I'm not a big fan of Sting, he deserves to be on this list as much as anybody. He's held that title so many times. He held it with prestige and love. You could tell that that's what he did his whole wrestling career for, was that one belt. He held it multiple times. He beat Ric Flair for it. He beat Hulk Hogan for it. He beat Goldberg for it. I mean, that's iconic. That's why he's the icon. Number 5, give me Sting.
Fair enough. You get no crazy talk here. Sting was the man and was essentially the reason why WCW was still on the map.
Yeah. Until Hulk Hogan joined. Yep. He kept it together, especially when Ric Flair defected and went to WWE for a while. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. So number 4.
So number 4, I was a little torn between this one. I mean, I could have gone with somebody that really worked his ass off for 18 years and then finally got it at WrestleMania 20. But number 4, I'm gonna go ahead and have to go with the 6-time world champion, King Booker, aka Booker T.
You'll get no crazy talk out of me. He's the 6-time WCW champion for a reason.
Yes, sir.
No crazy talk out of me. Number 4 for me was Lex Luger. Not only did he have an amazing run with it earlier in his career, but he was one of 6 men to beat Hulk Hogan clean, making him submit to win the title, putting him up in the torture rack. To take the title off of Hulk Hogan at the height of his NWO run was iconic. I'll never forget it. It was a really big deal. So for me, number 4, the WWE Hall of Famer, Lex Luger.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Number 3 for you.
Number 3, I mean, you had this dude on your list as well, but man, oh man, they call him the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, woo! Son of a gun! Give me Ric Flair any day of the week.
Ric Flair at number 3. Yeah, I mean, like he held that title, gosh, I think 13 times.
Mm-hmm.
13 times he held that title.
Yes,
Most of
sir.
anybody. So you had Ric Flair at number 3. All right. Number 3 for me, I have the six-time WCW champion Booker T. Not to put him on this list would be highly disrespectful because he carried that belt with honor, integrity, and you could tell, just like Sting, that was the belt that he coveted. That's the one he wanted. He held it 6 times. That's as many times as Hulk Hogan held it. But insanity for me, Booker T is number 3. Number 2, James.
Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with the WWE days. I don't know what it was about this dude, but Big Gold just fit this man to the perfect T. Number 2, I got to go with the Animal Batista.
Yes. So I knew he was going to make your list. I knew Batista was going to make your list because, like, we have talked about it before. He was pretty big with that belt. You could tell that's the one that he actually went after almost every time, and I think they get to choose. Well, I don't get to choose what they do, but I mean, I'm sure they have a say in which belt they want to go after and all that stuff when it's their time to be champion.
Oh yeah.
So no crazy talk for me. Number 2, Ric Flair. I mean, 13 times he held this title. He held it in so many different eras. He took the strap off of people. He put the strap on people. WCW was Ric Flair, and Ric Flair was WCW, just like Sting. So number 2, give me Ric Flair.
Hey, no crazy talk over here.
No. He was your number 3. We had pretty close list so far. But that would make number 1. Who's the number 1 all time for James?
I mean, look, again, I'm going with the WWE days, and when this man was granted Big Gold back in 2002, 2003, over a 2 to 3 year span, this Big Gold was this man's property. And if you took Big Gold from this dude, woo, you were on his hit list. But man, did it fit him so perfectly. He had the perfect entrance with it and everything like that. Number 1, I gotta go with the Game, the Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings. Give me Triple H.
So no crazy talk out of me. Triple H did not make my list. But he held the Big Gold 5 times.
Somewhere in that area, yeah.
I think he held that one 5 in the WWE 8. He has 14 titles.
Yeah, so I think Big Gold is like about, I want to say half, maybe a little less than half.
Yeah, I think it's a little less than half. But hey, no crazy talk. That's a bunch. Number 1 for me is the guy who saved WCW. They had paid out all this money, they had put all this stuff in, and it wasn't going so well until they signed one guy. And then they signed this one guy. Ratings got better, a little bit of money coming in, and then they put on the biggest swerve in wrestling history when Hulk Hogan dropped the leg on Macho Man Randy Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 greatest heavyweight champion of all time, whether you like him or not, we're only speaking wrestling, Hulk Hogan. He held that belt he held it. Not only did he hold it so many times, he held it for so long. He held it for like 5 years, mostly on and off, mostly on in WCW, carrying that company as Hollywood Hogan. So number 1, give me Hollywood Hogan.
Fair enough. Wow. Okay.
I'm guessing Chris isn't going to join us. I'm gonna reach out to him real quick, and well, he can come on and do his list by himself if that be the case.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So cool. Let's you want Yeah, where'd it go? You want to do top 5 WWE champions?
Let's do it, man.
Awesome. It's gonna have some crazy talk. James is gonna call crazy talk on me once on here. But we'll see. Number 5 greatest WWE champions all time. Number 5.
So number 5, I literally might get some crazy talk out of this one, but he has arguably the greatest Money in the Bank cash-in of all time, going back to 2005 WWE's Elimination Chamber. He would go on to hold that title for quite a few times, but I'll be damned if I didn't include the Rated R Superstar on this list. Give me Edge at number 5.
I loved Edge. I'm not gonna give you crazy talk because I loved Edge, but I'm not sure Edge would make top 10 in my list. As much as I loved him, I really did, but I just could not see putting him on this list personally. And I will tell you, honorable mention, and I know it's gonna be crazy talk because he deserves to be there. And one of my favorites of all time, honorable mentions, Randy Orton. I tried for an hour to put him in this list, and I just could not get him over the people that I had on this list. But he deserves to be in there. That's
he really does.
Randy Orton deserves to be in there. But number 5 for me, as much as I don't like him, nobody held the title with more distinction than Bret Hart. He carried the title. He carried that. He literally, when WWF was going under for WCW, he kept them above water, him and Shawn Michaels. But he carried the strap during that hard times. He held the prestige of it. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Number 5 greatest WWE champions all time for me, Bret the Hitman Hart.
No crazy talk there.
That's awesome. Not the biggest fan of Bret Hart, but a big fan of his work. Number 4.
Number 4, like you said, he's definitely an honorable mention, but when it came for his time to shine, man, oh man, did he make the best of it. They call him the Legend Killer for a reason. Number 4, I gotta go with Randy Orton.
Yeah, he deserves to be in this list. That's what I'm saying. No crazy talk here, man. I got 14-time champion. I mean, he could be a 15-time champion at SummerSlam or Backlash.
Hell yeah. Hey, the Viper wants a piece of Cena, and man, are we going to get it.
I don't think Cena will fight again until SummerSlam. I think he's not going to go to Backlash. I think he'll fight at SummerSlam, and I think that's where he'll lose it to Randy, and he'll retire to Randy. Randy will get his 15th, and then Randy will proclaim, "I'm close to you." Anyway, yeah, no crazy talk. Number 4 for me, and I really have him over number 3. However, you'll understand why number 3 is number 3 when I get there. Number 4, I have the King of Kings, the Game, Triple H. It didn't matter what title he held, bro. He could hold the European title, and he was the star of the show. So when he had the big dog title, he was the best. He was the best on the mic. He was the best in the ring at his time. Man, nobody could tell a story better than Triple H. That's a fact. Like, whether you love him or hate him, his writing or whatever, nobody is better than the Game. Not a single soul out there. You talk about the total package. Like, not only is he great on the mic, great in the ring, great telling a story, he's also a writer, creative controller. I mean, like, this may be the greatest wrestling entity of all time. It's hard to argue with his success, bro. Hard to argue. So number 4 for me is Triple H. Number 3, James.
Number 3, I mean, dude, like you said, the greatest wrestling entity of all time, and it wasn't even close. This dude could talk on the mic. He could tell a story. I mean, he even has some of the best in-ring chemistry with some of the top guys in the business. He had the best in-ring chemistry with The Rock, and they didn't even like each other outside of the ring, but damn it, they could create magic in the ring. Number 3, give me Triple H.
Yeah, you'll get no crazy talk out of me. I just gave him to you at my number 4. absolutely the best wrestling entity of all time. Number 3, and after you hear number 2, you're going to be like, oh, that's why. Number 1, you're going to be like, okay, I understand. Number 3, greatest WWE champion of all time is John Cena. I'm not the biggest John Cena fan. I am a fan, but I'm not like the fan. But the fact that he has 17 titles in all these different places is insanity. He deserves to be number 3 on this list. John Cena. Number 2, James.
Number 2, I mean, this dude really helped propel WWE over WCW during the time of, like, you know, Vince was so babyface at the time. And when it came time for a change, this dude really stepped up to the plate, and man, did he knock it out of the park when he was given the fucking opportunity. And thus we got the Attitude Era. This beer drinking, redneck slinging, baddest son of a bitch on the planet. Number 2, give me Stone Cold Steve Austin, the fucking Rattlesnake.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Stone Cold is great. He didn't make my top 5 list, but he's a big reason why Edge could not make my top 10.
That's fair.
So, number 2 for me, and I know your jaw is going to drop, and you're going to be like, oh, my God, this is huge news. Number 2 for me is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. There wasn't a greater in-ring performer. Nobody better on the mic. Nobody better than the Heartbreak Kid. And yeah, a little bias thrown in here, maybe a little. But at number 2, give me the Heartbreak Kid. James has Charlotte Flair. Hey, look, if we were doing women, Charlotte Flair is number 1 for me. I'm just going to be honest with you. Nobody deserves to be number 1 more than her. So number 1, James, who's the greatest WWE star of all time?
Well, I watched this guy growing up in high school. And man, oh man, when he was at the peak of his powers, look, I would defend this guy tooth and nail, die on the hill. There was no reason that I didn't like this dude. But number 1, he is the current WWE champion right now, and Randy Orton delivered a perfect RKO to this dude on the Raw after WrestleMania. Number 1, I got to go John Cena.
Yeah, no crazy talk out of me. He's the 17-time champion, and there's really nothing you could say other than, you know, he's one of the greatest of all time. Number 1 for me, and this is odd enough, was also number 1 for me on the World Heavyweight Champions list. Hulk Hogan is the greatest WWE champion of all time. He held him through the 80s. He held the World Heavyweight title down through the 90s, came back in the 2000s and won the WWE Championship again. The greatest wrestler of all time, the largest presence of all time, and it's not even close, Hulk Hogan. That was really fun, but now let's we still got top 5 game consoles to go, but let's talk a little NFL draft. You down?
Hell yeah, I'm down.
All right, well, we got a special guest just for this.
Let's do it.
Go on, Pittsburgh, steal my girl, rig my heart, mess me up, hit me hard, gonna get back up, we both know the deal, you can break what's strong, as Pittsburgh Steel.
Sports Bible in the house. JT, how we doing?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
I cannot complain, sir.
Feeling Uzi, baby.
You know, I'm the guy that called you Nick Swartzen, right, man? I'm the guy. You look like Nick Swartzen, man. And I was watching your podcast the other day. I'm like, that's Nick Swartzen, man. I love it. Love Nick Swartzen. Great guy.
Oh, yeah. So James's podcast is the most popular podcast on the network. Dude, we have 71 people watching right now, and I love it, and I thank each and every one of you. James, at one time, in one podcast, had 45.8 1,000 people watching his show live at once.
Dude, I got to get on there, man.
For
That's
a
awesome,
UFC pay-per-view, baby.
dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, by far the most popular podcast on the network is No Mercy Sports, man. And
Love it.
Hey, night 2 of WrestleMania, we had 1,000 people tune in.
That's
Oh, yeah,
awesome, man.
we had 1,032 watching at the peak, and they stayed pretty consistent for our WrestleMania coverage. Just me and James talking shit about the matches as they come on, man. 1,000 people watching, loved it, just loved it, bro.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
But yeah, James is gonna be taking a little break. He's moving back to Chicago. So we will be. I'm going to do my best based on my schedule, and I do have vacation coming up, and I haven't told James my plan yet, but I'm going to keep the tradition of No Mercy Sports alive if he cannot do it. And I'm going to come on Friday night, and I'm going to do a No Mercy Sports show, and I'm going to wear shades, and I'm going to do my best. And
hey, I'll be gone for a week in Chicago. The wife and I are gonna be doing some apartment hunting, and at the end of the week, I will be back, and I will be here for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media, baby.
Dude, that's awesome, man. You can't beat Grandma's boy, man. It's Nick Swartzen, brother. It's great. It's great.
Hey, look, right now, so I want to say, what was it? Last night or the other night, I did a TikTok of Dodger fans parading into Wrigley Field, and I unfortunately mispronounced it as Wrigley Stadium. And now people are coming out of the woodworks like, oh, it's Wrigley Field. Oh, I do apologize, your royal majesty, as I was so caught up in the moment and feeling too oozy in the fact that Dodger fans paraded themselves into Wrigley Field only to watch their team take a big fat L.
Yeah, the Cubs have been beating the hell out of the Dodgers this year, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, forget the mispronunciation. We're kicking the Dodgers' ass.
that's right.
Yeah, 3 series against them already, which is crazy for a East versus a West kind of team. But you guys have done well against them, man. Dodgers are in 3rd place. I love it.
So they won't stay there, unfortunately, but it's nice to see right now.
Oh, definitely nice.
Yeah.
So I have something that I found out while I was shopping with my wife at thrift stores. It was $4, and I picked it up. I got to tell you, JT, man, you be so proud of me. Look what I got.
You got a Bucko helmet. Love it. Love it. Love it, man. I'm gonna see if I got all the football helmets up here, all the teams. Dude, the Niners just picked. Cowboys are on the clock. Let's see if I can find my Cowboys helmet. I got these little
the gay boys.
I got these little pocket pros. I was on another podcast. Every time they pick, I just bring up the team it's picking. There's the Cowboys. They're on the clock. The draft just went sort of surprising. Jacksonville gave up a shit ton to move up from 5 to 2 to take Travis Hunter, which was crazy. They gave up a first rounder next year. Cleveland did something good. They did something good, which is doesn't happen very often. And Cleveland helped Pittsburgh out because they didn't take Abdul Carter, who I think is the best player in the draft. So I'm happy right now with how the draft's going.
He's going to the New York Giants, baby.
Yeah, he did. He went to the Giants. Somehow Colston Loveland got drafted before Tyler Warren, which I was shocked about. There's been a couple shocks. I'm just worried that Shedeur Sanders is going to slide to Pittsburgh, and I'm not going to be happy about that.
Well, I mean, hey, he's going to be working with Mike Tomlin, a dude that has yet to see a losing record in Pittsburgh now.
But Dion's going to be part of it, man. Dion's going to. I think it's going to be a shit show, and we already have George Pickens. We got too much. We got too much outside noise, man. When Pittsburgh has outside noise, we don't win. That's a bad thing. So,
here's what I don't see Shedeur Sanders going to the Steelers. Mike Tomlin's demeanor will not mix with Deion Sanders at all. They are polar opposites in
I agree.
Yeah. So Mike Tomlin's not going to allow that noise in Pittsburgh. I don't see that happening. You know what would make me so happy at 21 if they announced Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Ooh, yeah.
Have him back up Mason Rudolph for a year. I would even be happy if they could. And Joe Flacco was the guy I wanted. Get another veteran guy in there, just sit on the bench with him, talk, get him ready to go. I mean, Mason Rudolph. Nobody's really seen what Mason can do yet. He was in Tennessee last year. They were shitty, but he was in Pittsburgh. He was winning games, and then Myles Garrett hit him in the head with the helmet. It seemed like it all went down the hill after that. But I do think Jackson Dart's the guy that I want. But Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle from Oregon, is the guy that I think Pittsburgh should take. Dallas is picking. The picks are coming in fast today, boys.
They really are. And look, I'll say this.
Guard.
Regardless of who the Steelers get, man, oh man, does Mike Tomlin deserve the Nobel Peace Prize? Because, man, if you can keep somebody like George Pickens under control, and then you have another crash-out wide receiver being DK Metcalf coming in, and then, God forbid, if you get Shedeur Sanders to come in, there's no question that Mike Tomlin deserves the Nobel Peace Prize if he's still producing a winning record.
I'll give you one other name, man. Antonio Brown was mentally all right here. He was all them years. He left Pittsburgh. He became, and I'm gonna put. I would put when I go to the gates of heaven and talk to God. The first question I'm gonna ask him is, did Vontaze Burfict hit make Antonio Brown go nuts? Because that hit by Burfict, ever since that hit, he was
literally on demon time all the time.
It was unbelievable. And Antonio Brown and Ben, I don't care what anybody says, was the best. They were backyard football players, man. Ben would get ripped down. He couldn't tackle, but he'd run around. Brown would find an open spot. It was all day long. I mean, Brown was a Hall of Fame receiver. That's the sad part. He was for 7 years.
He was
7 years. He put up the best numbers in football by far. I mean, he was not even close.
He was looking so good, and then up until that hit from Vontaze Burfict, it was like, oh shit.
I think he literally got. I mean, I know we've all played sports, man. I played college baseball. I got hit in the head a couple times with 90 mile pitches and stuff. And back in the day, it was 90. I graduated in 92 from high school, so I literally probably had 5 or 6 concussions I could remember. But
yeah.
Nobody called them concussions back then. It was like, oh, don't let him sleep all night. Maybe make him up in the middle of the night. That's how they would die. They treat a bad head injury back then.
Yeah, they just told us because I played sports too. They just told us you got your bell wrong.
Yeah, they didn't care.
It was a concussion. That's what they called it. You got your bell wrong. Go sit down. And that's a fact, though.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to be 51 May 1st next Thursday, and it's weird how I went from playing baseball at 45 and still doing stuff till I can barely get out of my seat now, man. So baseball is definitely taking its toll over the years, man. My knees, my arm. I got 6 pins in a plate in my arm. I got everything, but I wouldn't give it up for the world, man.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Dolphins are on the clock.
No Shedeur Sanders. Miami's on the clock. Let's see. So James is a big fan of the show. Tomlin should be fired. How does a coach get an assisted tackle and not be fired? We love James.
Is James a Pittsburgh guy? Just wondering. Is he from Pittsburgh or?
I don't think so. James is from the South. He's
Because Pittsburgh, I mean, I deal with it all the time in the media here in Pittsburgh. I go to Pirates Steelers pit games in the media, and the biggest thing is what you said. No Mercy Sport. What is your name? No Mercy. I'm sorry,
James.
James. What you said is how I agree. What he's done, I don't care what people say. There's a salary cap. There's free agency. He's kept a winning record all them years, which is insane. I know people in Pittsburgh. Oh, we win Super Bowls. And here's what I tell people. Chuck Noll in the 70s drafted by luck. He drafted 6 Hall of Famers in one draft, which is insanity if you think about it. And once you drafted them, guess what? They're on your roster. There's no free agency. There's no salary cap. So you basically got your team and you're just working with them year in and year out. Tomlin don't have that. Nowadays, you can't do that, man. You get you get a couple. You get your rookie for 4 years, and then Najee, you're gone. Here, you got your receiver. He's blowing up. You're gone. He's from Florida. James is from Florida. But James, you're what I think 60% of Pittsburgh fans think that Tomlin should be fired, and I'm on the opposite. I'm with James. How do you fire a guy who just keeps winning? I know you're not winning playoff games right now, so to speak, but you're in that race every year. And how many teams don't even have that choice of?
Look,
On top of that, you're in the most competitive division in the
Oh yeah,
AFC.
yeah. Baltimore and Cincy most years are right there, man.
Look, I went to a bar literally right across the street, and I'm a Giants fan. And I was literally arguing with an Eagles fan, and I'm like, oh, boo Eagles, they suck, trash talking and all this other stuff. He goes, who's your team? I go, the Giants. And he goes, oh, yeah, so we're in the most competitive division in the NFL. I go, you are high right now. He goes, what are you talking about? I go, the most competitive division in the NFL is the AFC North, and it's not even close. And I swear to God, this dude straight up looked at me directly in my eyes and straight up said, I don't know football. Bro, it's not even close. The AFC North is easily the most competitive division in the NFL. Like, the Browns could literally be mediocre, but best believe when they play the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Bengals, it's going to be a fucking shootout. It doesn't matter who's playing who in the AFC North.
I think I see his point to a point because Washington has made huge strides, but
yes.
Dallas, I think, is taking steps back. And I think the Giants, they haven't been there for a little bit now, but I'm telling you right now, Abdul Carter is the best player in this draft. I said that I was on another podcast before I came over, and I'm like, Abdul Carter is the best player in this draft. Cleveland, that's why Cleveland got so much from Jacksonville to move out of that pick, because Cleveland wanted Abdul Carter, but they ended up getting Mason Graham at 5, and they got number 1 next year. They got a bunch of picks this year, so Cleveland did well. But I agree. I think your division has the potential.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys aren't done in this first round. I think Shedeur Sanders might be on your guys' radar. That's what I'm hoping, that you guys trade back in and get a quarterback just as bad as we do almost.
I don't know. I mean, right now the Giants, they definitely have a quarterback room. Granted, it's essentially a comedy club type quarterback room, but at the same time, we got a former Super Bowl champion. We got literally the R-Truth version, the NFL version of R-Truth being Jameis Winston, and we also got the Italian Stallion. How you doing, Tommy Cutlets from New Jersey?
Jesus.
I
hate him on the Sopranos, and I hate him.
The Giants are going to suck, but at least we're going to have a good time with it.
I wanted Jameis Winston in Pittsburgh after all the Aaron Rodgers shit started, because here's what Winston would have done for Pittsburgh. Pickens would have had 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
Metcalf would have had 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns. Winston would have had 30 touchdowns, and Winston would have had 39 interceptions. So he'd have been one of them guys that you were like, oh, this is fun, but God, this is horrible. But as a Steeler fan, though, I'd have loved to see him just like, just go back and throw the ball, man.
Yeah, Jameis Winston is literally the quarterback version of like, hey, fuck it, somebody's down there somewhere.
Yep, just throw it up, man. Throw it up. that was my old dating skills back before I got married, man. Just go into a bar. Hey, what's up, girls? Like, let's go. Whichever one he is, man. My wife's upstairs. My wife of 27. I've been married 27 years, man. So I was a 22-year-old when I got married. So I've basically didn't get to play much of a board game back in my younger. Here's Miami's pick.
Yeah, here we go.
Could it be?
Who are they going with?
I got my mute on, so I got to see the name. Oh, Kenneth Grant, good pick. Defensive tackle from Michigan. I like that pick. That was the guy.
You got to find a way to move on from. What was that dude's name? He's in Las Vegas right now. Christian Wilkins. That's it.
Yeah, Wilkins. And that pick was one that Pittsburgh fans were thinking Grant or Harmon. I want Derek Harmon from Oregon. And here's the pick right now. Here's my money pick. Throw it on FanDuel right now. Colts are taking Tyler Warren, Penn State. Mark it down. It's golden. It's in. They're taking Tyler Warren from Penn State. And I can't believe he's here right now because Colston Loveland actually got taken off the board before him.
At least the Falcons won't be getting Shador Sanders. That's all I care about. My Falcons.
I like Michael Penix. I thought last year that
Me too.
was a good pick. You're a Falcons fan?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, you got a Hawks. You got a Hawks jersey. I like the Hawks, man.
Oh yeah, I got a Dominique jersey on.
Oh,
Get
Dominique, man.
fucking
That was
Trey
back in my
Young
day,
some
man.
goddamn help. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude,
look, I
Dominique
love
back in my day with Larry Bird, Magic. Dude, you're talking about wrestling, and I'm not a wrestling fan now. I admit that. I follow like local stuff when I hear something, but when you were doing that top 5, I was thinking to myself, like when I was in the back room, I'm like, I would have had Hulk one because I'm a '90s guy. I'm an '80s kid, so I grew up with Hulk. I would have
Me
had
too.
I would have had like Ricky Steamboat. I would have had like these are the guys that I only knew, like Junkyard Dog, George the Animal. So that was my I got out of it like when the John Cena's and the I just didn't get. I don't know what it was. My kid was into it. He's 25.
That's when I got out of it too. When the John Cena's came in. Yeah, you and I are close in age.
How old are you, man?
44.
Okay, I'm 50. I'll be 51.
I mean, for me, when John Cena came in, you know, he's like rapping his own entrance. The entrance alone that he had was just like, oh my God, you know, I can relate to this. He comes out hyped up, and I'm just like, let's fucking go. I'm ready to run through a brick wall for you, dude.
How old are you, Nick?
I'm going to be 35 this Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday. You're close to me. I'm Thursday. I'm May Day.
Yes, sir.
30. You're gonna be what? 37.
No.
I'll be 51, man.
I'm gonna be 35, but I feel like I'm fucking 80 due to the military.
Dude, I was born in 1974. Like I'm to the point now where like you go on one of them application things, you have to find your date of birth. I'm like, oh my God, I'm scrolling down forever.
It's a literal
It's
fucking
horrible.
Rolodex.
I'm like, I let it go for like 2 minutes. I'm like, 1980? I'm still not there, man. What the fuck?
Oh, for sure. No, so I kid you not. I was at a bar across the street, enjoying a few drinks, and this bartender, she talks about her age, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought you were my age. She goes, how old did you think I was? I was like, I don't know, between my wife's age and my age. And she goes, no, I have my birth year tattooed on my knuckles. It read 2002. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh my God, 2002, I think I started getting gray pubes, man. That's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
2002, I started listening to the uncensored version of Eminem.
I think I had 4 kids by 2002, bro. So yeah, I was born in 1981. So I do have 6 kids. So
do you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
I have 3. I have half of yours. I have 3. What do you have? How many boys, girls?
I have 3 and 3.
Okay, I have 2 girls, 1 boy.
Yep, 3 and 3. My youngest is 4, so I started completely over.
Wow, what's your oldest?
28.
Holy shit, your oldest is actually a little bit older than mine. Like my oldest is 20. He'll be 28 in December, and I got 26 or 20. He'll be 26 in July, and I got a 23-year-old that'll be 24 in September. Jesus, man.
I'll actually be 44 in July. I'm 43 right now, but it's so close that I just go ahead and say 44.
Holy shit! So you have a 28-year-old. So I'm not good at math, but you were like 4 years old when you had her. That's
right, something like that.
That's great, man. Holy shit! Nah, that's 6 kids, man. I'll give you credit, man. That's got it. And you got a 4-year-old now. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter, if that makes sense to you. So I do. I have my 25-year-old son has a 4-year-old granddaughter. Greatest thing, just so you know that you're gonna say this one day. You're gonna go, man, these grandkids are great. If I'd have known this, I'd have skipped right over the kid part and went right to the grandkids, man. That's the way I always say that. I said that to my wife the other day. She looked at me like, we wouldn't better have it. We wouldn't have had a grandkid. I'm like, shut up. I'm just making a joke. Just making a joke, man.
My little boy though, my 4-year-old boy, he loves his dad. He makes frequent appearances on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I'll test that.
6 kids, that's impressive. 6 kids is impressive, man. It's impressive.
Oh yeah. No more though. I'm at my limit, bro.
Hey, good pickup for Indianapolis though, picking up Tyler Warren from Penn State.
And I'll tell you what, man. I wish I was at a gambling place right now. I'd have put every penny I had. I knew that pick was coming. Like I knew that pick was coming after Colson Loveland got drafted by the Bears. He got drafted by the Bears, so I was like,
I'm
you
hoping
gotta-
the Falcons get Kennard, or Imawari. That's who I'm hoping they pick.
Emma
so-
Ward. I love Emma Ward, the safety from South Carolina, right? The big guy. He's big. He's a big guy that hits. There's a lot of good safeties in this draft. Malaki Starks from Georgia. There's some talent. We were just talking about this on the other podcast I was on that there's less high range guys. Like I think Abdul Carter is the best player in the draft. I'm not just saying it because you're a Giants fan. But I don't trust Travis Hunter. I don't trust what the hell? I don't trust Cameron Ward at all. I think Tennessee's just like, I need a quarterback. Let's take it. And I'm so tired of teams doing this. Like Pittsburgh did it in 22 when they took Pickett. It's like, come on, like wait a year. I'd rather see a team wait a year, then get your quarterback. Don't. Oh, I need a quarterback now. Let's take him. Like Tennessee. I mean, I don't think. Do you think Cam Ward's better than Will Levis right now? No, he's not.
Hey, look, the Giants are still going to tank to fulfill the Manning prophecy and draft Arch Manning.
Wait.
They got to lose a lot of games this year, man.
Oh, they will.
If we are going to talk about the Titans, so it's time for Chris. But Chris, before I introduce you, I got a special video just for you.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And he's running in the open. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. The 20. He's at the 10.
So I just need to make sure Chris is angry enough before we talk about the Titans. Chris, how we doing?
I'm doing good. I got my beef roux. I'm settled in from the night.
So, Cam Ward, Titans fan, how we feeling?
I'm okay with it. Best player in the draft.
No. The best quarterback in the draft, but not Abdul Carter is the best player in the draft.
So
there's no doubt.
Here's the thing about Abdul Carter. You can't pick that guy that high.
No, I agree with that too.
With three different injuries, one that might require surgery, you cannot go that route.
Here's the thing I don't get. Jacksonville traded a shit ton to move up to number 2 to get Travis Hunter. They weren't going to take a quarterback. They got Trevor Lawrence. Why didn't Tennessee jump on that? Tennessee could have moved down to 5 and probably still got Ward and got a shit ton of draft picks. I'd love to know the insides of that. If they got asked about that, because Cleveland made out, man. Cleveland got number 1 next year. And they almost if the Giants don't take Abdul Carter, Cleveland almost pulls off the immaculate trade and gets their guy they wanted anyways. But thank God the Giants stepped in and took Abdul Carter, because I didn't want Pittsburgh to have to block him and Myles Garrett lined up next to each other twice a year.
So if Tennessee takes that trade, the Giants take Cam Ward.
You think?
Absolutely 100%.
You might be right. Do you think, being honest, do you think Cam Ward right now, he's starting next year, is better than Will Levis?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope Pittsburgh somehow finds a way to get Will Levis off you guys. I think.
And I say that because Will Levis's biggest problem is his head.
Decision making's bad.
And part of that comes from when Brian Callahan was hired. At his opening press conference, he said, I have to be able to trust my quarterback. So already you're putting doubt in your quarterback's head that your coach don't trust you. And then that guy's calling your plays too that don't trust you. Will
Do you-
Levis's biggest problem is in his head.
you
because
remember-
he can't trust it.
Do you remember a guy named Jay Cutler?
I do.
That
No,
is the
best-
quote of the day.
Hey,
You just have to
Smoking Jay, the fucking GOAT.
Here's
The
what I'm
best
saying though.
quarterback in that draft.
Jay Cutler though started off rough. He decision making was bad. He was a guy with a laser of an arm, and that's what Will Levis has. So these young guys come into the league and they think, I'm gonna beat these NFL cornerbacks. My arm's so good, and they make mistakes. And Cutler if you look it up, he threw a shit ton of interceptions at the start of his career, and he started to settle down. And I enjoyed watching him. Denver, Chicago. Thought the guy was great, but I think Will Levis has that potential. That's the guy that I comped him as when he came out of college, and I was like, this is the guy. And I think the Tennessee they're running too fast. The Jets do the same thing. Jets get a quarterback. They did it with Sam Darnold. Oh no, he's not our quarterback. All right, now he goes to Seattle, has a great year, gets paid. And it could happen every time. But I think put it this way, I would love this. Oh, they took Jalen Walker. Did Atlanta take Jalen Walker?
Yes.
Oh, it's a great pick. That's a great pick. That's a guy that we were on the other podcast. We were hoping that he could slide down a little bit. That's a great. Did you say he did? He definitely. I'm behind you. He definitely went.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great pick, man.
Oh, yeah. Build that defense, baby.
Oh yeah, man. I think Michael Penix is a good pick last year. Nobody really talked about it because of Kirk Cousins being there, but I think Michael Penix is a quarter. I'm not gonna say Cam Ward ain't the guy, but I'm just saying. I want to see what you can get for Levis. I'm hoping Pittsburgh can sneak out like a 4th or 5th rounder and get him. We need a quarterback, and I'd rather have Will Levis and Shedeur Sanders. Put it that way, if that makes sense to you. I'd rather have.
Yeah,
But I'd rather have Jackson Dart than Will Levis. So I see where you're coming from, but I think the guy can still be a starting quarterback in the league. And I love your pickup today was phenomenal. I think Tyler Lockett was the best of the free agents, stuff that receiver. I think he'll help you guys out tremendously because he's a possession type receiver that'll be I wouldn't be shocked if you guys go with a tight end here soon just to give Cam Ward something to work with, man.
So, for me, I don't think the Titans need to move Will Levis.
That's a true point too, man.
Because
He's still under
there's
a rookie
nobody-
contract and not
There's
making much.
nobody else on the roster that can step in as a backup quarterback.
Do you think Levis? I mean, it doesn't matter if he doesn't want to or not. He's under rookie contract. I think he can. If he holds that, they'll just laugh at him.
Yeah,
So
and
he's
cheap.
and that's true. That's what I'm saying. A rookie contract as a backup. That's a great deal for the Titans. You might be right. I'm hoping a team like Pittsburgh smart enough to go. Hey, Jackson Dart went. Which Jackson Dart I think is going to be there now. I think both of them are going to be there for the Steelers because New Orleans was the sort of like the crapshoot team that I was like, they could take a quarterback, but they didn't. They took trying to remember the draft picks now. The Saints didn't take a quarterback. They took
They took Kelvin Banks.
That's right. They took the nice big tackle from Texas, but I just think teams just overreact sometimes, man. Like you don't give a guy enough time, man. But I mean, you're there. You see day to day. You hear stuff. He likes mayonnaise too, man. That's always a good thing. I'm a mayonnaise guy. I like mayo, man.
The dude likes mayonnaise in his fucking coffee.
That's crazy. I do want to try it once just to say that I tried it, but I don't know if I want to, man.
So
Crazy.
now that you're here, JT, we have a segment called FAFO. So I brought back 2 of my favorites. I had some, but I'm gonna keep them for next week because I wanted to show you 2 of my favorites.
Okay.
And we do this segment every week. It's one of my favorites, man. Let's go with our first FAFO.
Oh, shit. Dude, that was awesome. Was there supposed to be a pinata there?
Yes, and they told her to hold on. They were telling her to hold on, but she did this.
Oh my God, that's awesome, man.
Oh shit!
I love it. But I think this one was my. I had so many. We can't play anymore because we got our show completely taken down when I did the hatchet guy. So this guy came punching a bus, and the bus driver came out and hacked him up with a machete, and not killed him, but it was like hacking his arms. Blood was going everywhere. Facebook took that shit down quick and sent me some dirty messages. So
Really?
oh
shit!
That one again. They did not appreciate that. So this one is one of the funniest ones that I can play. And then we'll move. We still got to do our top 5 game consoles. I don't know if you could put the list together that quick, JT, but like we're video game guys up top here. But this is so far the FAFO of the year for me. I died.
I've called the police. Yeah, I've called the police. They're here. Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, you think you're a tough man, do you? Oh. Hey, yeah. Okay. All right, calm down. It's a bike. Why are you doing this? Why'd you do this? What do you mean it's your job? How much are you getting for that bike when you sell it for your drugs? Whoa, why are you, Robin Hood? We are poor. We live in a council house, you stupid idiot.
Lock it or lose, innit?
Where's my house?
Lock it or fucking
This is my
lose.
house, it is locked. Look at you. Big tough man with his little bloody Stanley blades. Yeah, okay. Now just... You little toe rag, look at you. Who brought you up? What mother's yours? She needs to go away in prison, bringing you up, little thug. Look at ya, little toe rag. Look at ya. You can't even get out. You didn't rob a garden. I've rung the police anyway. They're coming. Police are coming. The police are coming.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Okay. Calm down. You're going to go to prison for 30 years for that. Are you? For a bike? Huh? Is that what you're going to do? Oh, now you're escaping, are you? Big tough man. Oh, look at you, big tough man. That's it, just break my fence, do some more damage.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Look at you little thug. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Ah, not so tough now, are you, little boy?
I got just die watching you little toe rag. Like I
See,
love
this is why Britain blew a 13 colony fucking lead. Because here, where we settle fucking shit, it's either hands on sight or you're getting lit the fuck up.
Yeah, there was somebody getting shot in America if that happened. Man. There's no doubt.
Look, you know it's a bad day when you can't get a bike out of a yard and this little old lady comes out and fucks you up with the broom, talking shit to you, calling you names. Oh, you little toe rag, you're not now, are you, with your little blade? I was dying.
I don't remember Mary Poppins being so violent, but I guess it was. Man. It was a long time since I've seen it.
Oh my
Who
god!
brought you up? Who's your mama? She should
That-
go to prison for bringing you up.
Could you imagine an American lady saying that? An American lady would be like, "Motherfucker, get a fucking way!" They'd be screaming. She's just so calm, calm as shit. Oh, by the way, the cops are called.
The only thing I can really think of that actually matches that is essentially a Southern grandma. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah, basically, give me like a little life speech going.
Oh my
Who
god! Like,
raised you?
oh, that's the last thing we want to hear. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Well, god damn it! Now I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, when I hear someone say that to me, disappointed. Usually it's during sex with my wife. I'm like, come on, I gotta leave now. It's
Right.
terrible. It's terrible.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, like, yeah, she's just messing with him, and then you're right, like right in the middle. She's like, oh, and by the way, the police are on their way, you little toe rag.
Are you gonna escape now, Mr. Tough Guy?
I couldn't even get the bike over the fence. I was like,
how couldn't he throw it? Just throw it. What the hell
That's
was he
what I
trying to
was
do?
thinking.
He's climbing over the fence.
Dude,
and
he
she's
had to
whipping
be
him with the damn
really,
broom.
really high or something, man. I would
Yeah,
love
he's
to know the inside of it.
oh yeah.
I mean, he's trying to climb over the fence to escape, and she's still poking with the broom. Not so tough now, are you?
My oldest daughter just moved to the UK. She married a guy, moved over to the UK, and it's funny when we'll do a FaceTime. We'll start talking. I'm like, oh man, like he'll start talking like, how you doing, JT? And I'm like, hey, what's up, Alex? And it's like, what the hell, man? Like, I have more trouble here understanding them than I do like Mexican accents and stuff. It's just terrible. It's hard, man.
So a lot of people don't know, like when you actually speak to actual English people, especially Scottish people, man, that accent's real thick. It's almost like they're not speaking English, especially Scottish. What's up,
Yeah.
Hey, for me, it's like most people when they hear an East Coast accent with certain words that I say, they're like, what are you saying? I'm like, the fuck you talking about? I'm speaking English here.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm a Yinzer, Pittsburgh, man. I go to different places. They're like, dude, pop, soda? What the hell are you talking about, man?
It is soda. I will die on that hill.
So you said, I'll put this on because you
I love it.
Right?
Love it.
Let me tell you, I worked for a company, and they had a store up in Murphy, North Carolina, right? So I go there. Like, I'm going to be one of the managers there. I'm going to learn the craft, learn the trade. Hillbilly as shit up there, bro. And like good people, just hillbilly as hell. And so I get there, and I'm introducing, and I'm like on day 3 or 4, and I'm trying to learn these things. And this lady comes up. She goes, what Yin's doing?
Oh, the Yins, man. She
Look,
was
what Yin's doing? I said, I don't know who Yins is, so I can't answer that question for you, but I will pull up the roster and find him. She goes, what you talking about? I said, you want to know what Yins is doing? I don't know what he's doing. Is he an unloader? What does he do here? She goes, are you stupid? I was like, what?
Is he from Pittsburgh?
Met y'all. I had no idea. I am an hour and a half, 2 hours away from this place where I grew up. So this is real close geographical proximity. And I had never heard this. So I'm walking on the store looking for Yins. I'm like, hey, anybody know where Yins is? Smart ass, huh? And I didn't know it meant y'all.
Yeah, Yins, man. We use Yins all the time in downtown. When I go downtown, it's crazy, man. Like I don't even realize I go to Toronto about 5 years ago. I'm a big NBA fan as well. I'm a Sacramento Kings fan, so I'm a guy that struggles with my basketball team. I struggle with my baseball team. I'm a Pirate fan. But
you a Kings fan?
I am. I'm Mike Bibby, man. Back in the day, Bibby and C-Web and
hey, don't forget about white chocolate.
Oh, J-Dubs, Jason
yeah.
Williams.
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, the man literally gave a breakdown of what his college life was like. Oh, I woke up 6 a.m., practice is at this time, I skip class, I get a little high, snap, and then go to practice. Then all of a sudden, I'm shooting outside of practice when everybody left, doing this, that, the other. I'm like, at least you're honest about it, man. Dude, I mean, I got to give you points for honesty. But at the same time, you're making like marquee highlights of the best passes that you were doing.
Here's the best highlight film of any point guard in NBA history. Pete Maravich back in the day was good, but oh my gosh, dude, what he did, he didn't hit his elbow, man. He used his elbow to do. Oh, look at that.
I mean, look, Jason Williams walked so Rajon Rondo could run.
That's true, dude. You're a Kings fan?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say no. I'm not a Kings fan. I just knew the Kings because they had C-Web, Mike Bibby, fucking
Stojakovic, Divock,
Vlade.
Then off the bench they had Bobby Jackson. They were good, man. They were a team that
I loved them back then.
A team that was definitely worthy of winning a title. Unfortunately, The
But Derek
fucking
fucking
Lakers
Fisher-
were
Derek-
running the NBA at the time.
Derek fucking Fisher makes that shot. That's it, man.
Hey, don't forget Robert Horry.
Oh, him too. Fuck him, guys. That's what I'm gonna do.
Literally the definition of right place, right time.
I gotta
Yeah,
tell
I
you,
mean,
the quote of the night, and JT doesn't know us that well, but something that was really funny to me. JT asked Chris, the biggest Vanderbilt fan that ever walked the face of the earth, do you know Jay Cutler? Out of my chair.
that's who Will Levis reminds me of. Honestly, that was my comp.
To be fair, I was about 3 miles from his house tonight.
No shit. I learned to love that guy watching him play in Denver. Man, I thought he was a fun guy to watch. I love gunslingers. I love guys that just go back. I mean, Brett Favre was fun to watch. You just go back and hey, he's gonna mess up sometimes, but you know.
So to be fair, a lot of people talk shit about Jay Cutler. I'm kind of pissed off at him right now, but that's a story for another day. But the reality is he was the best quarterback in that draft. And I don't think there's any debate about it.
I can't debate that.
I mean, Leinart played a long time, but I don't think he had the career that Jay had. And
No, Cutler was better than Leinart.
Oh, Cutler was way better than
100%.
And
that
we
man,
all know what happened with Vince
Smoking
Young.
Jay was a literal definition of running through a brick wall. That man could take a hit and still get up and still get under center and snap the ball.
He was a leader, man. That's what I want my quarterback to be a leader. I don't think Aaron Rodgers at this point in his career can lead a team. So I don't want Pittsburgh to get Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Shedeur Sanders can lead a team. Don't want him. I'd rather see Mason Rudolph. I'm being serious.
Look, at this point, Mason. Aaron Rodgers is the same way that LeBron is. He is chasing a ghost he is never going to catch.
The only difference is, and I hate LeBron. I'm just gonna tell you that right off the bat. I know young kids are gonna. They've argued to their blue in the face. I watched Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan never spent an offseason going, I'm going to get Isaiah Thomas to come over. Then we're going to get these guys. They drafted Scottie Pippen. So people are like, they had Scottie Pippen. Like, they drafted him. They didn't. LeBron spent his offseason going, okay, yeah, let's do this. And then the Lakers always, I don't know how they pull it off. Dallas giving them Luka Doncic for basically.
Well, that's because Nico Harrison is a fucking retard.
Because they didn't want to spend that. They didn't want to spend that max. Was the max going to be over $300 million or whatever? They
my god! Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun thing to talk about tomorrow.
Nope.
So
to be fair,
Chris, just so you know, your mic's real low.
Yeah, it's like you're here, but the mic's here.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get it all. This is brand new headset, so I'm not sure how to adjust it yet. So I will get that figured out. But you cannot bankrupt the franchise for any one single player. You just can't.
No.
Dallas can't afford to pay a max contract for a guy like Luka. They can't.
In the NBA, though, the
way they literally carried the Mavericks to the NBA Finals.
The way they do the max contracts in basketball, though,
the franchise.
Yeah, but the max contracts aren't like they don't take up the whole salary cap the way they work things out. It's different. They got that Larry Bird rule. He's played it. He can't get the max contract in LA now. Like it's something to do with how you play with a certain team. It's like the Larry Bird rule. You're a team with a certain you can sign a guy for like a bunch of money. It doesn't really kill you on the cap. I mean, Dallas could have. They could have had. I mean, Anthony Davis is a bum. He's at the end of his career.
He's a basketball player made of glass.
There
is no other way around it.
It was a terrible trade. I mean, the Lakers always seem to pull this shit off, which drives me nuts. I'm like, how do they get this? How do they pull this off? Like every year. I mean, it's always ever since like the Magic days. It's like they're. And I shouldn't say anything because I was a Penguin fan back in the 90s with Lemieux, and we always had Yager, Lemieux. We had Ronnie Frank. Penguins always had the best players in hockey. We always got Paul Coffey. We got
Sidney fucking Crosby right now.
Yeah, I mean, we had Crosby and Malkin at the top. We've had, and I laugh because Penguins are 3 years in a row not making the playoffs. And people are like, "Oh, this sucks." I'm like, dude, we just went through 30 years of fucking pure ecstasy. I mean, we had Lemieux, we had Yager, and people in Pittsburgh are very shallow. And it goes back to the Tomlin thing, man. Beginning to win Super Bowls, dude. It's 32 teams in the league. Like to
So I'm
get to
trying
the
it out. Is that better?
playoffs. Oh yeah, it's better.
Yeah, that's definitely better. But yeah, I mean, here's my thing. Nico literally said he had no regrets about trading Luka to the Lakers. The second that the Lakers come to town and Luka drops 45 on his former team, he's like, okay, maybe I fucked up. It's like, you fucked up big time. Luka was supposed to get a fucking statue.
You should have got like 5 number ones. You should have got
You should have
couple
gotten
young guys.
you should have gotten whatever the Lakers were gonna offer you.
Yeah, but I didn't get enough. They didn't get enough for Luka Doncic. But hey, guys, hey, Andrew, I will be in touch. Thank you guys so much, man. I could talk all night. I got to go back to the Pittsburgh podcast real quick because Steelers picks coming up here in 2 picks. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
But hey, guys, thank you guys so much. And get on Sports Bible, man. Check it out, www.sportsbible.com. Me and Andrew, and we talk all day long. Great guy. Nick Swartzen, I was on your podcast, watching your podcast the other day. It's good stuff. And pleasure to meet you, Vandy, Chris. I won't make that mistake. You know who Jay Cutler is. So
Right.
But thank you guys so much.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
So JT and I, we talk every day. He has a sports entity and we have a sports entity, and more news on that coming up soon. I've already told y'all what I know. You two know that obviously the public doesn't, but great partnership. I really like the guy. I really like what they're doing, and the biggest bonus of it all, they have DJ, and that's my friend. So I really appreciate that. 131 people watching right now. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we got some cool stuff. So Chris, did you do a top 5 wrestling list?
No, but I think I can wing it if you don't limit it to singles champions. If you can include women or tag teams, I can wing this.
Well, just give us. You don't have to do both of them because we already did ours because you were late because you were stuck in traffic. We saw the picture. Just go through real quick and give us your 5 greatest champions of all time. It could be men, women, tag team. Who is Chris's 5 greatest champions of all time? And if you say number 1, who I think you do, that joke will be revived forever.
So at number 5, I'd have to put Wendy Richter. Okay. She came along at a time where women were just starting to get into the business. Of course, you had Fabulous Moolah before her, but WrestleMania, when Wendy Richter showed up, it took women's wrestling to a different level. So I would put her at number 5 because of the position that she held. Number 4, I'm going to get some hate for this, but they played their role perfectly, right? I'm going to go with a tag team champion at number 4, Nikita Koloff and the Iron Sheik. Not the most talented people in the world, but they played their role perfectly. They were the anti-American going against, Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo and all, but they played the role perfectly. They were the absolute best villain to come at that time. When you look at the history of America versus Russia or Iran and Iraq, it was perfect for its time. So I'm going to throw Randy Savage in there.
Okay.
At number 3.
3, yeah.
I'm put Bret Hart at number 2.
Hey, he was in my top 5. First one we had the same so far.
And obviously, because of what he did for the sport, obviously he's a clown now, and got laughed out of Los Angeles about a month and a half, 2 months ago. But for what he did for the sport of wrestling, how can you not have Hogan at number one?
So we did two separate lists: the top 5 world heavyweight champions and the top 5 WWE champions of all time. Right? We did it, both of them, and Hulk Hogan was number one on both my lists. Regardless if you like him outside the ring, there was no larger star in wrestling history
No,
than
there wasn't.
Hogan as a heel and a face. He was the best at both. I mean, he the GOAT, bro. He was the best heel I ever saw, and he was the best face I ever saw.
Yeah.
Period.
And not only was he the best at it, but again, what he did for the sport in general,
right?
To raise it from watching at 11:30 on a Friday night on a 13-inch black and white TV to mainstream media. What he did for the sport's epic.
Agreed. Nikki Mawari is still on the board. I'm shocked. I know we got a long way to go, but I picked him. I guess I'm not that shocked. I had him going at 21 to the Steelers personally. But before we get into our final topic, which was your first? My first was Atari. That was my first. What about you, James?
My first one was Sega Genesis.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. I love Sega Genesis. What was your first one, Chris?
I'll say Atari, but if you really want to get technical, I played on the old Commodore 64.
Yeah, so that was a computer. I did not consider that in the video game system, because if that be the case, that would be my first two. Because the first video game I ever played was 100% on the Commodore 64. It was an Apple product. It had an apple, a red apple on it, and Apple's been around a lot long. People see iPhone as new, but Commodore 64 came out before I was born. That means Apple's been around since before 1981. Yep. So, so that would be my first two. So we have top 5 consoles in here, and let me tell you, I struggled with my top 5. I, for 3 days, agonized ever since James put this out there. I was like, oh, that's a great one. We're doing that. And I started to put my top 5 list together, and I was like, oh my God, this is hard, because you're talking about somebody who fucking loves video games. Yeah, I was just seeing that, man. Tampa Bay.
Great pick.
Man, I mean, as if their wide receiver room couldn't get any better.
It just did.
Well,
it really did. Yes.
Well, think about it like this too. Mike Evans is getting old.
Yeah, for sure.
And didn't he miss a few games last year with an injury?
Yes,
he did. But somehow he still got a 1,000-yard season.
So now you've got an aging receiver that's kind of he's starting to get hurt a little bit. You have to find a replacement for him. I think Egbuka is a fantastic way to go to start leaning in that direction.
And on top of that, when Chris Godwin went down, Jalen McMillan really stepped up. He shined. So I really think, Jalen McMillan and Egbuka on either side for Baker Mayfield. Oh man, that is a great pickup for the Buccaneers.
And great guys to learn under with Godwin and Evans.
Yes.
Shout out to the 137 people currently watching live, man. Like, this is fantastic. I appreciate you all. We have 104 people watching on my X, 31 people watching on the Broom. Getting some visual out there for the Broom. I've kind of taken social media for the Broom under my wing. I just don't know what Cody allows and what he wants. So anytime he posts a graphic on X, because he will, I steal it and I posted on the Broom Facebook page immediately.
Yep.
And it does really well. Like they do, like Cody's graphics are top notch, bro. And it speaks for itself if you look at the reach. Like not even words. He just posted that with like 3-word sentence, and he 18,000 views, man. Like I don't even come close to that, and I have 10,000 followers. So it is wild. Cody's good at what he does. Is the point of this story. Number 5, James, top 5 game consoles. Racked my brain 3 days. I interchanged and took some out, put some back in, took some back out. And
so when it was brought up and I was like, hey, I'm all for gaming consoles. I mean, I literally took to the list. And man, oh man, I'll be damned if I didn't include this gaming console when I first got it when I was growing up. Why? Because the motherfuckers really needed somebody to compete against that goddamn Sonic the Hedgehog, baby.
So you cut out like a motherfucker. Is number 5 Sega Genesis?
Yes.
Okay, you cut out like you said, and that Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what we heard.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, hey, look, Sega needed something to compete with that goddamn Italian plumber, and what they gave us was Sonic the Hedgehog, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Look, no crazy talk here. I love Sega. I loved it. Number 5, Chris.
So everybody knows I'm the oldest one in here, and I like to pay homage to the past. So at number 5, I put Atari. And my reason for that is without them starting it all, would we even have gaming consoles today?
Between Atari and Intellivision, no, we would not. They were the grandfathers.
Yep. So I pay homage, much respect to Atari for starting the whole thing.
Yeah. No crazy talk here. I loved Atari. So, but Nintendo came out. It came out when I was like 5, but I didn't get one until I was 7. So I had an Atari, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever until I went to an arcade and saw Pac-Man in color, and so I love me some Pac-Man. But yeah, no crazy talking there. Number 5 for me. God, I wanted to put this so much higher. You have no idea. Number 5 for me is the Super Nintendo, bro. You had all the JRPGs on this game. And for those of y'all who know Level Up Nostalgia and these guys who hear me talk about video games, I'm a huge RPG guy. Japanese role-playing games, specifically Final Fantasies and all that. And that's where it all started. Final Fantasy started on the regular Nintendo, but like Final Fantasy 3, which is the one that made everybody love it, which is I love Final Fantasy 3 / it's whatever. And you played all those games on the Super Nintendo. So for me, number 5 will be the SNES. Number 4, James.
Number 4, I mean, like you said, essentially this console got everybody into video gaming. I mean, Tony Hawk, I should say, I was watching a series on the IGN network, and they were doing top 100 video games of all time. And as you know, that fucking Italian plumber had to be number 1, but you created something good with this gaming console when you have the greatest skateboarder walking this earth being Tony Hawk saying, I played this video game for so goddamn long. I look out 1 minute, it's daytime. I look out the next, it is dark. And I'm like, damn, I've been playing that video game for so long. Number 4, I got to go with the Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. I had it at number 5. No crazy talk here. Number 4, Chris.
I'm right there with you all. I got Super Nintendo at number 4. Their graphics were so much better than the original Nintendo. And they had a better selection of games. So I got Super Nintendo at number 4.
All right, yeah, no crazy talk out of me. I had it at number 5. Number 4 for me is the current Xbox. The Xbox One, Series X, whatever you want to call it. It made my top 5, and it's a recent. That's really weird coming from somebody who's older like me, but I enjoyed this console so much. Got all my streaming apps on it, and then you have all my Assassin's Creed games, all my football games, and now they made this deal with PlayStation, so I can go back and get all the old Final Fantasies Lunars. I can go back and get all the Suikoden's because they now, and I can play all these old games that I love, and I don't have to break out my old consoles to do it. I could just play it right there. The Xbox One is number 4 for me. My current console, I think it's just the best. Number 3, James.
Number 3, I mean, like you said, this was one of the gaming consoles that really made me up my gaming experience. I mean, it doesn't matter if it was the original, the 360, the Xbox One, the Series X, it doesn't matter. The one game on this gaming console alone that really made me want to up my gaming experience, I'll give you one word and one word only: Halo. That's all I gotta say. Number 3, it doesn't matter what console it is, you gotta give me Xbox overall.
Yeah, dude. It was just my number 4. You'll get no crazy talk out of me. I love the Xbox. Number 3 for you, Chris.
Number 3 for me. Again, I'm older. The type of games that I've enjoyed playing, I got Sega Genesis at number 3. I enjoyed games like college football's national championship. Man, I played that thing so long. I'd beat it on expert level, 100-0, and the team I'm playing would have negative 100 yards rushing because I knew the game so much. I could play it. I wore that thing out.
Major League. If I'm wrong, Madden started on.
Yes. Madden 96 and 95 started on Sega. That is a fact.
Major League Baseball, where you could go through and play the entire 162 game schedule, and had access to all the rosters. You picked your pitchers, you change your players, all that. I played Risk. I love Risk. One of my favorite games of all time. But yeah, I got Sega Genesis at number 3.
I have Sega Genesis at number 3 as well. For every single reason you said there. So the very first college football game I played, they actually stepped up their game to NCAA. The very first NCAA was on Sega as well, but it was called college football. It was just simply college football, and only had about 15 teams. Clemson was one of them. Nebraska, teams like that. South Carolina was not on there. Played that game so much. RBI Baseball was the first baseball game that came out where you actually had the players, like Dale Murphy was on there. I got a Sega before I got a Super Nintendo. It was cheaper. I asked for one for Christmas, and my parents had to make a decision. He wants the Super Nintendo, yeah, but we can get him a Sega, and it's $100 cheaper. He's just going to have to deal with it. Like, trust me, when I opened that Sega Genesis, ain't nobody disappointed up in here. I was like, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, baby. Like, I was excited. I was not, my hopes were not crushed. I was a very grateful child. I'm like, and Sega was cool as shit. I came to Super Nintendo later in life, so Sega was like and it had Evander Holyfield's boxing.
Evander Holyfield boxing.
Real deal boxing. That game was fucking fun, bro. I got my ass knocked out all the time, still having a good old time in that game.
PGA 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking great. Yeah,
yes.
no doubt. Yeah, number 3 for me, man. Sega. Chris, we exactly the same on that. Number 2, James.
Number 2, I mean, this gaming console created so many games that was the end-all, be-all of friendships. I mean, Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, fucking Golden Eye, 007, the list goes on and on. But look, it also gave birth to one of my favorite Zelda games, aka the greatest Zelda game of all time, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Number 2, I got to go Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love Nintendo 64 as well. It did not make my list. However, the Switch.
Yeah, but however, if you played Mario Kart and you got that fucking blue shell, I don't care. We're throwing hands.
I don't like Mario Kart, the most overrated game ever made. But Nintendo 64, the new Switch 2, if you pay for the yearly service for the Switch, which I do, you get every Nintendo 64 game for free.
Shit.
So and there's some really good RPGs on there that I'm gonna be playing when I buy my wife a Switch 2. And I'll buy. She do love Mario Kart. I do not. Terrible game. Number 2, Chris.
So number 2 for me. So I played this system for one game specifically. NASCAR 99. I would play that thing for hours. You could run for the championship. You could put the cheat code into it where your car would shoot paintballs at the cars in front of you. It was the coolest thing. I'd play that thing for hours on it. I put Sega Saturn at number 2.
Yeah. I did like Sega Saturn. One of the coolest things about Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast is it was the very first consoles where you could emulate. You could get a disc and you could burn 700 games on this disc and just put one disc in the system and just select them and play. It was cool. It was cool. Number 2 for me. Number 2 and 1, I struggled because number 2 is probably the one I had the most fun on. But when I tell you number 1 and why, you understand. Number 2, I got the PS1. That console right there had NCAA 2001, which made me. I always loved college football, but it made me fall in love with college football games. MLB 2001. I'm telling you right now, and my parents can attest to this. I played that game probably 60 times all the way through 162 games to see how many strikeouts John Smoltz and Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux could get, how many hits Chipper Jones could get. Resident Evil 1 was on that game, one of my favorite games of all time. It was on my top 5 list of my favorite games. Final Fantasy 9 was on that. The PS1 is by far probably my most favorite console and had the best games, and I played it the most outside of my current Xbox. So at number 2, give me the PS1. Final Fantasy 9 alone puts that there. Now we have come to number 1. What is James's number 1 console of all time?
Man, oh man, this one wasn't even close for me. It was a clean sweep across the board. I'm 12, 13 years old. With the PS1 games, but it was also a CD player and a DVD player. And man, oh man, you talk about open world games. When it comes to the PlayStation 2, the golden triangle of Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Sly Cooper was my golden triangle of my childhood. Number 1, it is still the number 1 selling high gaming console of all time. I gotta go with the PlayStation 2.
So I have PS1 at number 2. You and I are about 9 years difference in age, and that would mean my 12-year-old and up years were PS1 and your 12-year-old and up years are PS2. And I think that's kind of where that's linking up right there. That's what it was for you, what the PS1 was for me. And DVDs didn't exist yet, but CDs did. So, I pop in my favorite little Hootie and the Blowfish, and, it plays on there while, I was doing something else. I love that. But yeah, I love my PS2 as well. It was a DVD player. I actually put Sega out of business with that DVD player. It did.
I mean, hell, even with the startup sounds on the PS1 and PS2 alone, woo! Game over. I'm staying in for the night.
No crazy talk. I have it in my top 10, but I couldn't break my top 5. What's the number one video game console for Chris?
So, to put this in perspective, right? I stopped playing video games basically around 2004, 2005. So, I've experienced the Xbox. It's a little bit complicated for me, too high tech, not what I wanted in a game.
Crazy talk.
So, well, that's just me. Life happened. I didn't have time to go play and
I'm just kidding.
invest in learning a new system.
I love Xbox. That's why I
But
say crazy talk.
I will say this. There was another gaming system that preceded the Saturn, the Dreamcast, and all of those that was also a disc-based game. I have Sega CD at number 1, and my all-time favorite game, sitting there playing WCW Nitro non-stop on Sega CD. Again, it was the first CD style game of its kind.
Yes.
And all the rest followed. So I put that at number 1 because it led the way and it had my favorite game of all time.
Oh yeah, Sega CD was really cool. It broke in at the same time though as so you still had Nintendo 64 out there, you still had GameCube out there. It broke, and then PS1 was coming up. It broke in at a bad time, unfortunately.
Right.
But it was a fun console.
And a lot of people don't know it ever existed because so many other gaming consoles came out around the same time.
Correct.
And it got overshadowed. It
did. I told you number 2 for me was the PS1. And I had the most fun with it. But number 1 for me, I'm going to tell you what my number 1 is, and then I'm going to tell you why. The number 1 gaming console of all time, the Nintendo Entertainment System. So first of all, this is a top 5 game for me of all time. Even to this day, Mario 3, I'll jump on that bitch and play it right now. I promise you I will. But I need you to understand context, and Chris will understand this. So I had a gaming console, Atari. Beep, 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 beep. And then I would go to the arcade. You get cool stuff like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, and it was in color. And I'm like, hey, this is so cool. But 7 years old, birthday. I'd only seen Asteroid and Pac-Man and stuff like that. I opened up a Nintendo Entertainment System for my birthday. It came with Mario 1. I also got Mario 3, and I got the Ninja Turtles. And by the way, huge Ninja Turtle fan. You'll be seeing one of those right here 2 weeks from today. So I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan. And I popped that in, and the graphic jump from Atari to Nintendo Entertainment System is the biggest graphics jump of all time. So here I am, 7 years old. I put this in, and I'm playing Mario, and my eyes are just like this. And I put in Ninja Turtles, and there's a Ninja Turtle, and he's fighting. And I'm like, oh, my God. You know, it is, by far my favorite of all time because of what it was, the jump from Atari to Nintendo. We're talking black and white Pong. Bloop. Bloop, to now you have a Mario with a raccoon tail flying and getting coins. It was insanity. Insanity. Number 1, give me the Nintendo Entertainment System.
So let me ask you, how long did it take you to realize that if you held the gun right up against a TV screen, you're never gonna fucking miss?
Well, I played Duck Hunt. I did. But I did not play it much. I was not a big fan. I thought it was cool. I thought the gun was really cool. Don't get me wrong. But when you had Turtles and Mario, Duck Hunt did not compare to these games. As cool as it was, but it did not take me long to realize. Yeah, I was a smart little kid. Like first thing I did, I think, was take the gun out there and be like, bloop, got it.
Yeah, if you hold the gun right up to the TV screen, it don't matter if you pointed at the duck or not. You're going to kill the duck.
But how cool was that to go from Pong bloop, to a
Yes,
fucking
sir.
gun.
Yep.
Shooting the TV and killing man, like that jump, man.
Yep.
The Nintendo Entertainment System made video games, bro. I don't care what nobody says. That is a fact. I love it. So I'm gonna go play Shadows in a minute, so I won't be breaking out the Nintendo, but the nostalgia is hard right now.
Yeah.
Definitely. But we have one more subject.
Baby, bye, bye, bye. I don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye.
And it's time for final thoughts. Oh man, what a wonderful show. I love Villains the Podcast more than I love College Sports Villains the Podcast. I really do. This is, we can mix sports in with other loves. It just makes the show more fun for me, and the viewership's not lying. These last 3 shows that we've done, we've made it Villains the Podcast instead of College Sports Villains, have just smashed College Sports Villains the Podcast, smashed it out the water. So this is a good formula for success, and it's more fun. When college football comes back around, we already know where our bread and butter is. The whole show will be college football. That's what we do. But now that we're in the out season of college football, I'm having a blast. That's all I got to say. Final thoughts, James.
Oh man. Obviously, we always have a good time every Thursday night, and there is no doubt about that. I'm glad that we get to do a lot of top 5 lists. And man, oh man, tonight, what you talk about nostalgia. I'm about to hop on my fucking Xbox 360 and play me some Borderlands after I go get a few drinks, because there is nothing better as an adult when you get drunk and play some fucking video games. Having said that, though, tomorrow is going to be a good one, and there is a controversial topic that happened about a week or 2 ago that I am dying to talk about tomorrow, and it is going to be an awesome one. And on top of that, we got a top 5 list tomorrow on the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media, baby.
Excellent. Final thoughts, Chris.
So final thoughts for me. I can take this 2 different ways. Today's NFL draft, first round, right?
Right.
Your teams are going to draft somebody new to your team. Some of those players are going to end up being superstars. Some of those players are going to play 3 or 4 years and call it a career. Some of these cats probably won't ever see the field, even though they're first-round draft picks. They're going to be a bust. But guess what? That's why we love this sport, because you never know.
Sure.
Of course, we all have some ideas of what we think is going to happen. But everybody thought Jamarcus Russell was this freak athlete that was going to be the next great quarterback in the NFL. And we all know what happened there. Ryan Lee. Coin flip at number 1 with Peyton Manning. Who do you take? Everybody said both of these guys are can't miss quarterbacks. One of them missed.
Swing and a miss hard.
So,
more than likely the biggest bust of all time.
Where I'm going with that is some of y'all are going to be disappointed in your draft picks, and that's okay, because next year you get more draft picks.
Right.
And that's the beauty of the game of the NFL, is you just never know. You might have the next Tom Brady sitting down there in the 7th round waiting to be drafted. You never know. Enjoy it. Live it. Watch your team play. And if your team is good, go support them. Go watch them.
Watch them even if they're not good. You're a Titans fan.
This is true. This is true.
Hey, I'll just say this. Whoever gets Will Howard, Man, I saw on TikTok that his pregame ritual, he listens to a voicemail that his grandma sent him twice. The league is hereby put on notice, because that is the last thing you want, is a player hearing a voicemail, the last voicemail that they got from their grandparents. Oh, God, that is cold.
See, and another part of the draft, you get to see stories like, of course, the Titans drafted Cam Ward at number 1. Did you know in high school he threw an average of 6 passes a game? Because he ran the old-fashioned, I had it on the tip of my tongue, and it ran away from me.
Oklahoma drill?
Where you got 3 running backs lined up behind the quarterback, and they all 3 go a different way. No, what? Not the wing tee. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Ran the wing tee. He threw less than 6 passes a game. He went to a workout, and a college coach saw him, and he begged that coach for a chance. He goes to Incarnate Word. They gave him a chance. And he's worked his butt off to become what we saw last year at Miami. It's stories like that that make you appreciate, hey, these guys work hard at what they do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. For me, I just want to say we have tons of shows. Sunday, Football Frame of Mind. Monday, Legends of the Squared Circle will be coming back soon. Tuesdays, The Golden Broom. Wednesdays, Hawkaholics. Dean, whenever the hell he wants. Thursday, Villains the Podcast. Friday, No Mercy Sports. Dean's got a good show, y'all. Like, all joking aside, like, I know it's Iowa sports specific, but that's a damn good podcast. Like, it really, I watch it every minute of it. I'm just enjoying it. Has Molly on there, man. That show is good.
So you mentioned Dean in his show. I sat here and watched a 2-hour interview with a former Iowa basketball player that I watched when I was growing up, Steve Craftsison.
Yes.
You want to hear some good storytelling? Go listen to one of Dean's podcasts where he's interviewing somebody, because he can get the stories out of it.
I tell you, Dean's always interviewing somebody, a current women's basketball player. He's got a former women's basketball player that's his co-host, and she's a coach of a small little college. So I meant, like, Dean's the man. Like, that show is primo. I need to I'm trying to get it out more, but he can't figure out how to promote it. I'm like, dude, I'll give you the money. You just put it in and you get it promoted. He's like, I don't know how. All right, well, I can't control your stuff, bro. Figure it out, and then we're gonna put some money in, because like that is a fantastic podcast, bro. But with that being said, go through all that as always. This is the reason we're here. This is the reason I do everything I do. It's the reason I have Matthew 24:13 tattooed on my neck. Nothing more important than your personal relationship with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I'm willing to die on that hill.
Hey, St. Michael the Archangel is the GOAT, baby. That's just my opinion, though.
And that's just where I live. And to me, Jesus is everything. But guys, thank you for everything. And as always, Matthew 24:13.
This is a dangerous